Welcome back to Life Experiences with Dr. Amanda. Today we're going to talk about a secure foundation. In other words, that's a sure foundation. That's a place where you know that you are, that where you can't fall, you can't fail, that you're covered. That's a foundation. So we think about a house being built on a foundation. If it's on a sure foundation, we know that it's going to be in good shape. But if your foundation is cracked or if it has issues, then you're going to have issues with the rest of the house because it's not secure or it's not sure. And so I want to bring to thought the scripture Matthew 7:24-25. And it's one that's very familiar. It says, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock." And that's Jesus talking. And one of the things he first says is, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine." So first we have to hear, which means that we're listening for his voice. We are receiving from him. We're meditating upon his word. We're keeping it. And these sayings are his word. In this particular scripture, prior to that, Matthew 5-7, those chapters, Jesus was talking about what's known as the Sermon on the Mount. And in that sermon, he provides so much input as far as how we get along with our spouses, we get along with others in the world, how we carry ourselves as Christians, and the way that we need to act in order to follow him. And it's not just a act, but when we act that way, that means that it shows what's on the inside of us, which means his word. So that word will show forth in our actions. So he says we have to hear it, hear his sayings, hear his word. And then it goes on to say, "and doeth them." So to do it is to practice it. It's our way of life. It's not just I think about it every so often and I do it like some things that we do, but this is our life. It's what's on the inside of us. So it's what comes out. And so we know that this true foundation, this rock is Jesus. His word is him. It even tells us so in John 1 where it says, "In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God." So this word that we read, the Bible, that's Jesus. He is the word. And Jesus tells us we will have situations. I love how he doesn't camouflage things for us. In following him, he tells us you're going to have situations, you're going to have trials, you're going to be hurt, you're going to have pains. That's the rain, the floods, and the winds that's beating upon our lives. That's what he's talking about. But when we trust him and not in ourselves or in some other source, then we will not only just survive, but we'll thrive. He'll get the glory out of our lives when we trust him. And in him getting the glory, that means he'll get the glory in this present day life here. And for all of eternity, we're going to spend eternity with him in peace. And so that's one of the things that we have to remember. We have to have that secure foundation. Our trust cannot be in anything or anyone else, or what's coming in any type of situation in the government or anything. Our foundation has to be the Lord. It has to be his word. We have to be able to go to that word and see that that's where our existence is. That's where our answer is. That's where our solution lies. So next time, I want to talk about or talk to women who are in ministry. I want to talk to you women. So please tune in next time, subscribe to the channel, and share with others. And as always, have a wonderfully blessed week. Stay blessed.